Today we will be reading
Snow White.
Once upon a time, in a magical kingdom, there lived a beautiful princess named Snow White. She had fair skin, lips as red as a rose, and hair as black as ebony. Snow White's stepmother, the wicked queen, was jealous of her beauty. She stood in front of her magical mirror and asked,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
You, my queen, are fair, it's true. But Snow White's beauty surpasses you.
The mirror replied. Angry and upset because the mirror said Snow White was more beautiful, the wicked queen came up with an evil plan to make Snow White's beauty go away forever. The wicked queen ordered a huntsman to take Snow White deep into the forest and make her disappear. But the huntsman could not bring himself to harm Snow White and told her to run and hide. Lost and alone, Snow White stumbled upon a tiny cottage. To her surprise, it belonged to 7 dwarfs: happy, grumpy, sleepy, bashful, sneezy, dopey, and Doc. Snow White became fast friends with the dwarfs, and they took her in as their own. They all lived happily together, singing, dancing, and found happiness in each other's company. Meanwhile, the wicked queen, disguised as an old hag, learned that Snow White was still alive and determined to end her beauty once and for all. The wicked queen approached Snow White with a shiny, red apple. Snow White took a bite and fell into a deep sleep, under a spell that could only be broken by true love's kiss. The queen went back to the mirror and asked,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
You, my queen, are fair, it's true. But Snow White, though asleep, is still fairer than you.
The mirror replied. The wicked queen's heart burned with envy, as the mirror revealed that Snow White's beauty remained unmatched, even in her sleep. The dwarfs, heartbroken over Snow White's slumber, guarded her in a glass coffin, until one day, a prince passing by saw Snow White's beauty and fell in love with her. Filled with true love, the prince leaned in and kissed Snow White gently. In that magical moment, the spell was broken, and Snow White awakened from her deep sleep. The dwarfs and the prince rejoiced, knowing that true love had triumphed over evil. Snow White, her friends, and the prince celebrated, and they all lived happily ever after. And so, Snow White's enchanting tale reminds us by embracing love, forgiveness, and the power of friendship, we can create a world filled with harmony, joy, and the magic of a happy ending.
the end.